Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
More than half the Indian population is below the age of 25. With rising penetration of smartphones and internet access, one thing that this population is not going to miss out on is gaming. And gaming has truly become a bright star. No wonder India is deemed as a $2 billion industry when it comes to online gaming. Today, we are going to decode what makes India the biggest gaming destination, what scope this industry has for creating jobs, and how gaming can be the next business idea. So, let's get started. We all are more or less aware of this game or this from our growing up days. With a joystick attached to a gaming console and a TV or computer monitor, these were the earliest gaming devices that reached the Indian millennials. But in 2005, something changed. Level Up gaming companies came up with an online multiplayer game in India with Ragnarok Online. As the craze around games increased, cyber cafes sprung up, providing options to play these games with people online or your friends through LAN. And with that, a new generation of gamers entered this era of eSports that was about to change the gaming world. Now, for people like me who know very little about gaming, online gaming can be divided into three broad parts. Real money games like daily fantasy, rummy, etc. Mobile or casual gaming like Candy Crush, Subway Surfer, etc. And eSports, which consists of extremely popular games like FIFA, PUBG, etc. eSports is a part of gaming that's competitive, where various genres of games are played competitively against other players on different platforms. eSports actually is as old as gaming. Back in 1972, the first eSports event happened at Stanford University. The students of the university competed in the video game Space War, and the winner was supposed to get a year-long subscription of Rolling Stone magazine. Well, in almost 5 decades' time, DOTA 2, a popular esports game, gave away its champions more money than tennis star Novak Djokovic made in the Wimbledon singles. And this is not just a foreign affair. India is already taking strides to become the biggest market for esports. In 2010, there were only 25 companies developing games with a limited number of career trajectories possible. In 9 years, the numbers grew tenfold, with 275 registered companies developing games in India. And what contributed to this sudden rise, you ask? Ease of access to smartphones and internet to the staggering youth population of India. From 2016 to 2018, India saw massive 165% growth in App Store downloads for online games, highest in the world. I know numbers might bore you, so let me simplify how big the numbers are around gaming in India. Let's consider India to have 100 people in total. Of this 100 people, 38 have a smartphone, and 28 out of those 38 are playing one or the other online game. The shift in esports from big screens to mobile phones have already started keeping this surging marketplace in mind. Of the 38 people with a smartphone in India, 19 play online games on their phones. That's over 250 million online gamers. And to cater to this extreme demand, supply from the developing companies needs to happen. We have all seen news of layoffs and cost cuts, hirings freezing in almost all sectors during the global pandemic. Think harder. Have you heard of a gaming company firing anyone so far? Possibly not, because the COVID times have actually been gold for these companies. Paytm First Games registered 5 million app downloads during this time, while regional games like Ludo and Rummy grew 4 to 5 times. So much so that even the World Health Organization encouraged people to play video games while staying at home. While the world was dealing with the recession and global economic slowdown, Tokyo-based company Sony declared a massive 53% profit in April-June. Even Google offered their online cloud gaming service Stadia free. So does this point towards a glowing future in the online gaming industry? The answer is an indisputable yes. With such staggering numbers and a growing market that the world is looking at, game development is surely surging high in India. Close to 23,000 gaming job openings are available in the country in more than 200 startups that are working in filling these demand-supply gaps currently present. Based on your skills and what interests you, you can take up roles of game programmers, designers, testers, narrative designers, game animators, audio engineers, or a professional gamer or reviewer. The possibilities are endless.
So there are these three, prominent roles that come out. One is that of a game designer whose, primary role is to think about what the game would do, the logic of it, and what all features it would involve. The core role of a designer is, of course, to think out of the box and look at it on what the game would be doing, but also needs to have the kind of technical background to be able to convert it into a proper, product roadmap, saying that these are the things which would actually be needed to convert this game into a playable thing. The game developer role is also very important, but that involves less of creativity in terms of thinking what elements the game would have, but more on what kind of technology would actually go down to implement those kind of elements. And the third is, of course, of a game tester whose sole role is to play the game and find bugs. So play the game for the heck of it, yes.
Ishan there, after his BTech degree, was adamant of not taking a coding job, and after his MTech from IIT Bombay, he decided to become a game mathematician. While some technical roles in gaming do need you to have technical know-how, not all demand the same. Let's hear it from a game producer who has worked for 7 long years in the gaming giant Ubisoft.
Where else is your passion? If you're good at writing, then maybe go and do a literature course. If you're good at mathematics and solving complex mechanical problems, maybe join an engineering degree. You have different passions together, right? Because you are good at games, but try to identify something else that you are really good at. And that's going to enhance your expertise when you actually join a games industry.
But you may ask, how much can you make working in the gaming industry? We asked the same question to Ishan.
So for a game designer, frankly, a 0 to 2 years experience is not really looked at because you need a more experienced person. Developer and tester roles are extremely available because a developer is, very similar to a software developer because that's at the end what you're doing, you're coding. Financials that you can look at is anything between a regular 3 to 6 lakh package for a software developer. And of course, for a tester, it is slightly less. So I would say, again, 3 to 5.5 just to start.
Now, the question that might come to your mind is, what are the kind of games that these developers and companies are making in India? To address that, we have to again go back to the demographics of the country. In an earlier video, I spoke about how the majority of the millennials in India live in the rural hinterlands of India. This pushes gaming companies to build games in multiple languages and themes acclimatized to the tastes of the local gaming audience. From giving regional language options to festival-specific games, content customization plays a vital part in the Indian game development.
The type of games that come out from Asia are quite different. So they focus a lot on mobile, casual, online experiences and a lot of localized content, which kind of caters to a very specific audience in Asia, right? So you could maybe find few games that have mainstream appeal outside, in the Western market. A game that is made in Asia, right? And it's kind of the other way when a game is made in Europe or North America. So usually games from Europe or North America has a lot of wide appeal. It satisfies the mainstream market.
Watching other people play online games has become immensely popular. Be it the streamers who stream video games both casually and professionally, they engage with a huge number of people watching them play. It has become so popular that there are dedicated streaming platforms like Twitch, Mixer, YouTube Gaming, Hitbox, etc. catering to this need. YouTube is filled with streamers. Interestingly, the #1 YouTuber in India currently, Carrie Minati, started his YouTube career with these gaming videos where he used to put commentary while playing video games online. More YouTubers like him have made it a career, which pays them well. In India, the gaming industry isn't just creating jobs. India has seen a massive rise in eSports tournaments and gaming. From small tournaments in cafes and colleges to now marquee events like ESL India Premiership with over rupees 1 crore prize pool, India has seen a massive growth over the last few years. In 2018, Tirth Mehta became the first Indian to win a bronze medal at the Asian Games eSports event. It's only a matter of time before eSports starts featuring in the Olympics.
Because esports is not about just clicking your mouse or your keyboard faster to win. Esports requires a lot of strategy and, more importantly, real-time strategies to win. And all of this training is why esports should be at the Olympics.
And it's not just the brands or gaming companies that are making the big bucks. It's a matter of an entire ecosystem. There are training institutes to prepare the esports athletes. E-commerce platforms are pushing out high-end affordable gaming hardware options for Indian gamers. Telecom companies are working round the clock to provide affordable high-speed data. Collectively, the gaming industry is fueling each other for the country to reach newer heights. As Intel India Sales and Marketing VP and MD Prakash Malia points out, it's the confluence of most of these stakeholders and a strong infrastructure that will ensure that the esports industry in India has a constant growth. With IPL coming in, cricket in our country suddenly became a sport that more parents wanted their kids to play. The cash-rich tournament saw a major shift in it being labelled as a potential career option. The online gaming space in India is currently entering a similar phase. Akshat Rathi, Managing Director of Nodwin Gaming, says, a career in esports or gaming in India can easily earn you anywhere from rupees 50,000 to rupees 2 lakh in a month. We still see reports of how sports in our country is overlooked. Athletes often complain about huge infrastructure gaps, and the dismal Olympic performances are an indicator of the same. In such a scenario, getting a proper infrastructure in place for the esports ecosystem seems challenging. Without proper academics or financial help to budding gamers, it would become increasingly difficult to have future gaming stars from the country. Although the lone Asian Games medalist feels there is a promising future for esports in India. I remember in my college days having a discussion around how dismal the sports infrastructure in our country is. My own city had no proper arrangement for even cricket enthusiasts to train properly. However, one IPL has changed everything for cricket. ISL has made football lovers see a glowing future. A Premier Kabaddi League has put Kabaddi back to where it belonged. Maybe esports might also reach that space in the next decade, where more and more people accept technology and digital becomes the new sport. What do you think are the challenges in esports in India? How lucrative do you think it is as a career? What should be the future approach? Tell us in the comment section below. Hi guys, we hope you liked the video. If you like this, tell us more in the comment section below which are the topics that you want us to decode for you. In the description below, find the link for Counsel, which is a one-on-one program to actually guide you through in your career, and keep writing to us with more content ideas so that we can come up with them for you.